Hello, everybody. So that shit was fucking crazy. Immediately after the combat ends, your characters, and I'm gonna move away from that overlay for you guys. Immediately after the combat ends, you know, you have a moment where you can actually like interact with one another, where you can actually like breathe for a fucking second. Well, everybody except for one person, poor Rena, she can barely breathe.
I'm giving her some of my Dasani.
She spits it back out and says, "Only Poland Spring, you fucking monster."
Jeez, I didn't know we had a real artist on the team.
Anyways, so you guys can actually interact with one another. Ophios, you in your form that you knew beforehand, coming over to join with this guy whose name you've never heard. He himself, so both Ophios and him, Vaku, are like, you know, barely holding it together. The Vaku, you can fix that in seconds. Barely holding it together. Even you, Messi, what's his name, Yondis, is like really hurting.
I'm hurting for squirting. Tell you what. Cheers.
Gotta mute him. There we go.
My guy's gonna walk into the house that's right there that the archer was just on and just go and look for food.
Okay. Yeah, so you go in there and look for food, and one of the things that you notice as you go in there and look for food is smell fire. Whoever was in this house must have left it recently while trying to kindle fire inside their fireplace, because it is also starting to catch fire.
Ugh, these people on fire. Just walk out, pull out a ration pack, and just sit with his back against like a post or something, and just snacking on the rations.
Beautiful.
What I pictured Ophios is next to is like a water tower, because that's what it looked like on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And he would actually just lean up against the post of that, feeling that if he saw, I mean, it looks like a water tower to him. He's like, water doesn't burn. So
True facts. That's real.
He'd lean against it and just, he's like dead exhausted, just almost like passing out. But he would look around to see if there were any villagers running off, or to find out where Yondis and Rena are.
You would see Yondis pretty quickly. You'd look over and see, you know, Yondis is over by like where some of the cattle actually are still living, and Rena's on the ground with like her head between her knees, like sitting on her ass with her head between her knees, just like hacking up and coughing up all the smoke that she took into her lungs. Oh, hi, Bratwurst.
And I'm doing like a half-assed job of like soothing her. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, get it all out. Ooh, that's gross.
He is Ophios is gonna shout over, Yondis!
Ophios!
What happens here? I returns and am attacks.
You, of course, Josh, hear that voice for the first time. Like, go ahead, sorry, Messi.
A lot of shit, man. A lot of shit. What were you doing over there?
Killing those who tried to kill me.
Yeah, I think the same. Yeah.
At that, he would kind of chuckle and kind of give a thumbs up, like, all right, you're not so bad right now.
I think maybe we should clear out of this area before some people start seeing the smoke.
Fairs. Villagers?
I didn't see any, actually.
You can actually see that the fire has been spreading. The people that were like hiding from the combat and everything that just took place, hiding from the dead soldiers and everything, are still inside their homes as their homes are catching fire.
Wait, there are people?
Yeah. And they're
Like,
all catching fire.
If Ophios has enough energy, he might. Actually, since he's so low, I'm gonna use my. Obviously, he's sitting back there. I'm gonna go ahead and roll a hit die. Just to.
Are we taking a short rest?
Well, I imagine you guys can in a bit, but not quite just yet, because you're still handling this first, because it's an hour to do that. You're still handling this initial social interaction.
Okay. I mean,
Does any-
well, then Ophios might actually get up and try and check on the houses and make sure their doors are stuck shut.
Goes around, grabs like sticks and shit like that, and starts jamming them to doors to make sure
Yep.
people are stuck there. You're watching this, Messy. I suppose it's not too much of a surprise to you because you kind of know that Ophios came here with more of a purpose than you originally realized. But how do you handle this one, Vaku?
Baku actually probably be looking around to see if there's anybody like leaving with a bunch of stuff in their arms. If anyone has alcohol, and he'll hold out a coin pouch, and he'll just go, "Yeah, I'll buy your alcohol."
Okay. And so they, somebody like, what?
I'm thirsty. I'll buy your alcohol.
He looks back at his home and says, "It's yours." As he points back at a house that's on fire, looks over at Ophios, who's actively trying to jam other people inside the doors, and then runs off. You imagine not literally everybody dies, but most likely most of the people in this town are going to be dead after this.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks. And I'll take the alcohol and I'll walk over to Messy's character because I saw he fought with me, and I'll pop it off, take a swig, and hold it out to him. Good fighting. Yeah, you're pretty good, man.
So you're holding it out to me, and I like squint at you. And I take my thumb and I just put it up next to you, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Then I'll take a swig.
That's weird.
You can see clearly he's a Perrin, somebody who's fought them for long enough. You can clearly tell that he's Perrin, and even the garb that he's wearing suggests that he is not a Perrin without money. He has the soft demeanor of an inner city chap, even if you've never really been to those cities.
So he puts his hand on his battle axe that's on his hip, and he'll go, "Are you a slaver?"
Ever owned one?
Okay, that's good enough for me. And I'll sit down, and then he'll look at Rena, and he'll goes, "What's wrong with her?"
It's a little thing called smoke lung, yeah.
I want to check her real quick to see if she is in danger of hurting herself. 11.
Don't get too close. She's been spewing a little bit.
From what you can tell, yeah, she's very much in danger of of hurting her lungs, of how much she's been hacking. She's definitely taking a lot of smoke. Like, she's not doing okay.
Drink this, drink. It'll help your throat. Don't cough too much. You're gonna sound more like me.
She looks at you and you say, "Don't cough too much," like you're some sort of idiot.
Alright, your throat.
She drinks what you say and does try to stifle the cough to the best of her ability, but it's of course difficult to do.
Alright, and I'm just gonna sit there. Vaku's just gonna sit there eating a ration, kind of just watching the sights. You see, it's kind of weird because when he hears the fire and stuff, he has kind of a smirk on his face.
Almost like he's enjoying it.
Hey, Lispy, you almost done? I had to get him right when he started eating.
It's the server's curse.
That's
they call
Ophios'
that.
response for the time being, is that.
He's eating the sandwich that I gave to him 2 days ago or 3 days ago.
It's toasted now.
Nice and crispy.
Ophios would make his way back after completing what he was done and go up to Yondis and say, "We need to leave this town. Otherwise, we become birds."
I don't know. I'm kind of tired.
I've been entertaining myself.
Thank you. That's great, actually, Scott. Fantastic. I'll be like, all right. Hey, listen. Human thumb. Can you
This way.
pick up the girl?
Yeah.
Actually, he'd go out this way.
Oh, it's all good. I'll get back to where it was.
Wherever the biggest gap between fire is.
Of course. So you guys just start heading out of town, and
Right.
Human Thumb, you call him. He starts. He goes over and hoists her up, and she appreciates the assistance and takes it. It's like she's above assistance. However, it is one of those things where some of your shit is still inside the tavern. Sorry, inside the inn. It's not like you took everything with you as you left the inn. Luckily for you, even though the inn's on fire, it's on the second floor and there is a window. If you want to try to get into the room and get the rest of your stuff, you're welcome to do so. I'm just curious who it is that would try to do that. And don't say Rena.
Is Rena's armor still in the bed?
I don't think she's actually wearing the armor, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she took it off her, or took it out. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll.
Yeah, she got an AC boost. Yeah.
I guess I'll try to get in there. Let me see what I got.
Okay.
See if I have a hook or something. Is there a way I can make like a makeshift grappling hook to get up into that window easier, or is it burning? Don't have enough time.
No. Well, time is accelerating, but you imagine, yeah, you could do something like that. That's not an issue.
It'd be
I can
fast.
help you up, too, if you want.
There you go, or you can do that.
Okay.
Ophios would scoff at that and just leave.
Yeah, I mean,
Ophios also has stuff inside there.
Wait, what?
But you guys weren't planning on leaving the town right now when you ran out and jumped into fights. You're
I
having
never dropped
conversations.
anything off. I never said I dropped anything. I literally had just come back to town from going out for a
Oh,
mission.
that's true. You literally were just walking back in town. So that's perfectly fine for you.
yeah, I really got to get in there, man. You think you could give me a boost?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. If we're leaving, as he gets against the wall, trying not to find a hot spot, and just kind of gets ready to launch him.
Yeah, make sure that wall's solid. I don't want another accident like the thing back there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And I'll just start smacking it with my elbows.
Ophios is actually going to use Eldritch Blast to actually try and puncture a hole in the water tower to make it flow towards the end.
Oh, okay, perfect. Beautiful.
Is it a water tower? It's a fire tower. It's got more fire in it.
Let's get water in it. That's fine.
Do I need to roll an attack roll?
I don't know how they're pumping it up into the well, into the tower.
It's a rainwater.
They can't hand carry buckets up there from the river.
It's a rainwater
Of course,
catcher.
there's rainwater. No, you're fine. Because if you don't hit it the first time, you hit it 2 or 3 more times, then because you can cast that infinitely, and eventually it punctures and starts pouring in that direction.
Yep.
Keep it safer for a little bit longer for Messy. Thank you. That
Yeah, she give me some more time.
gives him a couple more rounds. Messy.
All right, so the
it's your
wall's
turn.
sturdy, right? Wall sturdy?
Correct. You can make an athletics check. And it's gonna
Can
be
you
with
throw me
advantage. With
Can you throw
advantage.
me up?
He can roll for you if you'd like.
What's your... I'm assuming your strength is higher than a 0.
My athletics is 2.
You want to roll me?
Roll with advantage.
Hoo-yah!
It's a good roll. I won't make you roll an acrobatics check. He kind of throws it well enough that you can easily catch onto the ledge. The window is still because there's a window there, but the window's shut. You can try to jury rig it open with a thieves' tools, or you can just smash it.
In my back.
Yeah, smash it.
Yep.
Break up the cross piece inside the window,
course.
like the pane, and then you get it out of the way and start climbing in. You're not dumb. Again, you would do something like you would take your cloak and kind of throw it over it, so you're not crawling through glass.
I've done it before.
Yeah, exactly. And so you go clambering up and into the window. Immediately, you want to grab up all of your things, this being your room. You can easily grab up the rest of your stuff here, but some of Rena's stuff. This is your room, and Rena had all of her stuff inside this room too. So you can immediately start running around, grabbing the stuff, and throwing things out the window.
Yeah, I imagine if it's not brittle, I'm just throwing it out.
Yeah, exactly. And so you can do that no problem. And get the stuff out the window, but you can literally feel the place is fucking hot. Within seconds of getting in there, you're already pouring sweat. You know what I mean? It's really hot. Smoke is starting to billow into the room. It is getting very, very dangerous. But because Tyler put water heading this direction, like I said, you got a couple more rounds. You don't have to really worry about so much of skill checks because you can kind of make it happen, right? You have time to just get the job done. So eventually, you have to leave the window. How is it you intend to get back down?
It's only 2 stories.
Correct.
I'd probably just lower myself down, so I'm just hanging on, full extension, and then I just drop. The front
Acrobatics
story.
then.
All right. Hey.
Easily get down. The entire endeavor itself, between his assistance, the water being thrown that way, all the different things that you guys are doing together, makes it so it happens easily. There's no concerns. You grab the stuff that was littered on the grounds, probably having him out there grab. Or actually, he's just watching and drinking, not grabbing stuff up. And so when you get down, you grab all the stuff. Rena comes over and gets her things. She's trying not to hack, but trying not to cough as you guys gather up the things on the ground and can finally start leaving.
Cool.
So Rena, walking with you guys, finally we'll give like a look over to you, Vaku, and just kind of like who are you?
It's okay. I'll talk for. Thank you so much for coming in. At the last second of me, that's great. Thank you so much. But who are you?
I'm Vaku. I kind of just travel around. Vaku.
And I'll like motion to Rena, be like, Vaku the Traveler.
Okay. If we take that cow, we'll have food later.
Huh?
We were sitting right next to a cow. in the map.
You want to take the cow with us?
It's actually a living one, so you can literally, there's a cow and its calf, so you can literally just like grab like ropes, throw it on the neck, and lead them.
Ophios would kind of look back and just kind of look at what's happening behind him and keep charging ahead.
Charging? Is he sprinting?
No, he's pretty much walking.
Power walk
with speed and haste to get out of the fire area.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we're not doing that. Yeah, and I'll just have Rena like be under her shoulder, kind of walking with her. So, go killing with the slavers. Yeah, I kind of hate them.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing me back, by the way. I probably wouldn't have made it.
Oh, I figured if you were a slaver, I'd kill you. If you weren't, you could help me. There's a lot of those people.
Yeah, we've been dealing with them for a little bit. So you from around here?
Where are we?
Ophios would stop and turn around if he could hear it. He wouldn't be far away, so he'd stop and turn around and say, Adder's Fields.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. I'm from the Barren Lands.
Is that east?
Would I know where that? Would
really
Ophios know where that is?
It is pretty far to the east. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's like. Isn't that? Wait, is that Orkland?
Yep.
Same
Yeah,
place?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Me and my brothers. And he slaps his chest. My brothers. They live there. Yeah.
Your brothers?
Yeah.
Your brothers are orcs, or?
Well, they're not my real brothers. Don't be silly.
Right.
No.
No, I think I totally understand what's going on here.
Yeah. They're
Ophios
friends.
would turn around and say, was you Satopsids?
No, they killed. They took me on a raid, rightfully theirs, because they won the battle. So they took me, and a couple of humans raised me that they had. You know?
Yeah. You made it pretty far west for just traveling. You've done this whole trip alone?
I ran into a couple of people. I just kind of follow the smell of battle. There's a lot of battle up here. A lot of good battle.
So where are you headed? Okay. Why is there a giant ring of fire on the screen?
I'm just playing with a thing. Just playing with stuff. Don't worry, I'm listening.
Don't look at it. Look at me, guys. I'm not doing anything.
That's why I keep seeing it out of the corner of my eye, and I'm really bad with movement. It's just like I have to look.
Who dropped the trump card? Woo.
Just randomly a fireball.
What are you talking about?
As you're walking, the
nothing
whole
happens.
forest is engulfed in flames. Cool, thank you. That's cool, Daelric. Very distracting.
Once Ophios feels there's a safe distance, he would stop and turn and approach the newbie and say, "What goes your business here's then? If you know not where's we ours, why did you come?"
Like I said, I just kind of follow the sounds and the smells of battle. And then I'll tap. He'll show a shield with the emblem on it, and say, "My God demands it. I break the chains of these slavers."
Ophios would not recognize that emblem. I can tell you right now.
Can I do a history check on it?
A religion check, actually.
Religion check? I mean, I am pretty well educated, so.
So my mommy tells me.
But also dumb.
It's actually, you pass the check as how big of a god it is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's Vrogar. You would actually know it as Vrogar Waruk, which is a breaker of chains, god of chaos, blah, 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 blah. But more importantly, he's a god that literally is like the goddess that is the primary goddess of your lands, Peredhel, is the diametric opposite of this god. It is a goddess that stands against him. He's chaotic neutral in battle, where she's lawful evil in battle.
Well, that's okay. Oh, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Why is he on fire? Alright, I'm sorry, I'll stop metagaming. I think I know where you need to go. We're actually kind of headed that way right now if you want to stick with us. There's a border north, a lot of conflict there. Lots of slaves coming in from there. You know, if you really wanted to stop the slave trade, stopping it at the border would be a pretty good hit.
Okay, that sounds good. Stopping slavers. Yeah.
At this, Ophios was actually kind of changed how he perceives Yondis. I don't know if Yondis would actually see this, but he sees that you literally just convinced somebody to be of use for our task at hand. And so Ophios's kind of stance towards Yondis would visibly change.
Don't worry, I'll get it back to bad. Don't worry, it's gonna happen.
Honestly, right now Ophios is completely surprised, but also like doesn't necessarily trust it, but is you can almost see kind of a thankfulness in his eyes and a recognition of intelligence. He is actually treating you like a smart person, more so than a pain in the ass.
Despite the fact that you are, in fact,
pain in the urethra, apparently.
On fire? Or what?
Also, I didn't get hit in the ass. It was the upper thigh. And
It's probably more dangerous, just FYI, but okay.
I've seen Forrest Gump. It's okay.
So once they're at a safe distance, Ophios would want to rest.
Yes,
he is
please.
beat and exhausted, and would almost just completely collapse against a tree. Still trying to make sure he's away enough to where necessarily they can't see him, but he's gonna really, really rest. He's ready to like sleep, like night.
Ooh, let's do it.
okay. So your characters are going to be making your way to the a safe area, probably just like only 45 minutes or so outside of the town. Having had this conversation along the way, you're making your way to the area outside of town where you can stop and at least get yourself a short rest. Just try to like rest up and get everything back together. Are you literally trying to make like a survival check to make sure that everything's safe for you to take that full long rest there, Tyler?
Ophios,
I know
honestly,
that you need a short rest to at least get health points under your belt. Because right now you're more or less crawling.
yeah, he'd
I
probably take a short rest before he actually makes that attempt.
Sure.
Just completely leaning at the opposite side of a tree from where they are, taking a nice swig of water, munching on some food that he has with him.
Okay. Would you use both your HD to make sure you're like trying to get back to full health? You rolled the 6. Did you want to roll the other one?
I would just roll one.
Okay,
The
which you did.
6.
Messy, would you roll an HD as well? Rena would, you know.
Yeah, and I'm assuming I don't need, like... I was going to say that I would, while he's taking a short rest, I would find just real quickly, like a place we could hide at if we needed to, like a little stealthy spot, and then I'll roll my hit die.
I meant to roll that as Rena. I rolled it as me by accident, but that was Rena rolling. I used it off their character sheet.
Fun.
Well, you healed up 4 more, so you're back up to what, 8?
Yeah.
Okay, that's no problem.
F.
No, you're fine, because remember, this isn't Pathfinder 3.0.
Yeah, it's a short rest.
At the end of a long rest, you get everything back anyways. Because 5e is like super handholdy. So
Thank you.
Can I roll?
No.
why?
You're rolling both?
Yep, he rolls both. So, anyways, you guys are able to get your rest back up a bit, and then probably travel a bit more, like you were saying. Because after taking that hour to rest or whatever, you travel a bit more. Make sure you actually get out of town in case there are more soldiers around. Because you didn't realize there were those 7 more soldiers that were there,
Ooh.
and there are probably even more beyond that. So you would
Quick check.
Mhm.
Can I see if where we're at, if I can see the smoke rising from the fire, just to see how great that smoke is?
roll a perception check.
All right. It's something I did mention before, so I didn't want to forget that.
Yeah, you do. You see it.
Is it huge? Like it's going to attract a lot of attention?
It's definitely going to attract attention in a pretty large area. An entire town's on fire. Oh, sorry, entire thorp or village is on fire.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, it's not like you guys killed all the farmers. You know what I mean? Like you didn't go around and shove everybody back into their farmhouses and burn it down. It's like you didn't kill everybody, but if you had to guess, 50% plus of that town died that day.
Yeah.
Today.
Got
And,
devastated.
Hey, and anybody that was watching, that was the commander that did it.
That was the commander that did it.
It
How
was
late
the
in the
commander
day
that did it.
Sorry. How late in the day are we getting?
You guys are gonna, I imagine, travel until late in the day before you're gonna finally
cool.
take a rest. So go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So that's it. We'll go till sunset, I guess.
Okay.
Maybe. Do you guys want to go a little bit into the night just to make absolutely sure?
Ophios would push it as far away as they can.
If you want, we can do it. I can't see so good at night, though.
Hey, don't worry about it. I got dark vision.
Okay.
Ophios would just look at him and throw him a stick with some stuff on it when it got dark and just light it up real quick.
No, you don't have to. I'll tap the shield and the chain forms again, and when it shatters, the shield lights up.
He would still do so.
Hey, that's a neat trick, man.
Yeah, it's easy for it's baby stuff.
It's funny. I pressed party on Roll20 to see like, oh, maybe there's like some sort of
Just a little
mini
party girl.
mini would pop up, but instead it's like a party girl shows up.
Oh my god!
It's sort of like a old something to represent that.
That's my character. guys.
Try typing group.
Oh yeah, I was like, that's
Or
what showed up.
team. Squad.
I'll end up making a group thing anyways, but no, group is totally not working either. I'll end up making one because this guy showed up when I did that, so we don't. I mean, oh sorry. Here, let me do it so everybody can see it. Sorry.
Can you make it a picture of cake?
There you go.
What?
I
keep forgetting their top-down view, so I'm looking at it like it's a person up and down, like the party person, and I always get so confused. I'm like, what is this blob creature?
Well, I also got this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that one can stay in the banks.
Yeah. That from
that-
I got group.
I don't need to cash that one out, Daelric. That one doesn't need to cash out.
Well, I typed group, and I got this one too. I don't know why, but you type
you can
group,
put that back
and you
in
get
the-
like dead
the
wolves.
wallet.
It's pretty messed up. Like I don't want dead wolves.
I'm gonna write
I
that
wanted
one
a
off
group.
on my taxes.
Okay, I'm just saying. A little messed up.
gosh.
All right, so back. Anyways, we have party girl. So you guys travel for the rest of the night. What's the different people? Oh shit, that's still on view. The different party members. What are your speeds for your characters, including armor or whatever?
30.
30?
30.
Okay, and same thing for Rena. It's 30, so nothing's really affected there. So you guys are easily able to travel across the terrain from Addersfield to that where you can currently see the party girl sitting. The hex above. So let me get this so it's a little bit nicer view.
Is that about where the scout camp is? Because I feel like...
the scout camp was kind of to the left.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of over in
Good.
this direction.
Good,
right
because I don't want to head towards wherever fire was over there.
No,
Are we
no, no,
off
no.
we're off the road, right? This isn't like a travel route we're near.
It is probably, you're probably not walking on the direct road, but you're also not necessarily like avoiding as far away from it as possible. You know what I mean? So the
We'd
reason
be
why,
enough to see where the path is to follow in that direction.
correct, and the reason why this area is lit green reason it's a known area is this is Rena's character's stomping ground. This is an area where she like knows it so well that I have it written. I have it written in the rules that I have set for you guys, like the travel times bit. So part of this is like you have like how long it takes to travel across the different terrains, and then if it's like travel party speeds based off of the different party members, and then if you happen to have if you're traveling through like a fully explored hex, it increases your speed. So instead of having a party speed of 30, you actually have a travel speed of effectively 40. And since this is considered other terrain, over here it's not quite plains, because more like barren or whatever lands in that, you're actually traveling 6 hours per hex, which is realistically not that bad. You know what I mean? So you're actually traveling a pretty decent speed because this is like Rena's turf, because of like her backgrounds, and not just like her written background, but also like the mechanical background she chose for building her character. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so you guys easily are able to travel into the night, like Messi said, get to that hex, and then spend the night finally long resting it. Cool. The next day, obviously, you guys are going to continue traveling. I imagine you want to probably push it a bit more to get as high up and whatnot as you possibly can. So why don't you everybody make me fortitude saves, constitution saves, as you're really pushing yourselves a bit further. And then we're going to get
saves. I fail every single constitution save I've had on this character. Oh.
It's alright, I failed too, Messi.
Do we have any luck die?
You probably do. Let me check.
You do have at least one.
You do. You have luck die.
Hey, Snaky, do you want to roll that luck die?
I'm not. We have one.
You have at least one.
I feel like I'm better in combat, but you rolled first, so you get the choice first, Messi.
But I rolled one higher. Well, I guess that means I'm closer to passing.
Yeah,
right.
that's why I'm saying.
I'll do it. I'm gonna use that one, Daelric. How many do we have left? What?
You actually. That was weird.
Yeah.
Hey, a 4.
I don't know why that random 5 with a D6 showed up.
I don't know why either.
That's really weird. You actually had one more after that.
Oh.
Messi, you succeed.
Thanks.
Oh, so there's another one?
There's one more. It's the last one you die.
10?
Can I know what the AC to beat is?
You do not know.
I rolled a 13, and I passed. So it's probably a 12.
I'm gonna save that.
Yeah, I would just take the hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's one left inside there. You take the hit, so you gain a level of fatigue, of exhaustion. Sorry, Tyler. You gain one level of exhaustion, which has penalties.
Which sucks, by the way.
It's the disadvantage on skills, attacks, and
saves.
Correct. So as you guys are traveling north east on this map, you can kind of like engage with one another. I don't know if you really wanted to, because you have plans of why it is you're traveling north and where it is you're going and blah 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 blah. But did you want to kind of explain a little bit to Vaku where it is specifically that you're going and what your plans are? You can clearly tell. Obviously, you're not gonna Tyler's not gonna divulge his entire backstory, but you can clearly tell like he is not a he's not a very friendly to the Peredhel people. He worships the god that is opposite of the Paradise gods. And another thing you guys might want to talk about, even though Rena's character is not really able to speak, she's hacking up so much she literally cannot speak, much like how I'm kind of losing my voice now.
Yeah.
Her she's probably lost her voice for a solid 2 days time, where she's where it's like, just don't talk. I'm not telling you don't talk so you can heal faster. I'm telling you don't talk because it's fucking painful to listen to. Please stop.
Ophios wouldn't tell him anything because the only thing that he knows is literally that Yondis knows him and Rena knows him and seem to trust him, and he's just letting it be because he's not gonna try and create a scene or do anything else. He's not gonna question it. He's not gonna do anything like that. He's literally just allowing him to march with us. He's not gonna tell him anything.
How about you, Messi?
I think only if he asked the question would I indulge. But if he was content with how things were, I would. Why bring it up? He's fine.
Okay. So another thing I wanted to suggest, in case you wanted to bring it up, Messi, you and Rena overheard a very interesting conversation.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. Actually.
Okay, my apologies. Go ahead.
When it was time, I was waiting for the time. So now is a great time.
Because you guys have now been traveling for effectively 18 hours outside of town, almost 20 hours outside of the town over the course of the day that you had fought and today. So I imagine tonight, as you're like in camp or whatever, like the others have passed out, sort of a thing. Okay.
So I would probably is it Vacus with a V?
Vaku.
Vaku, sorry, Vaku with a V.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Vaku with a V.
With V. Okay. I'm just making sure it wasn't Faku because I made that joke, but I didn't.
No.
Know right. Vaku. Okay, so I'll Hey Vaku, can you do me a favor? Now hold out my water skin. Think you can fill this up for me?
Okay.
I think there was a lake just back there.
He holds his shield out and creates water in the shield.
That's really convenient that you could do that. You been able to do that the whole time?
No. When we woke up, I picked it.
Oh.
I prepared. Wait a minute. When I woke up, I prayed for it because.
Wait, have we gone to sleep yet?
Yeah.
We slept once.
Oh, we slept once. You're right. Yeah. Okay.
Which actually, I forgot to do that.
Because
I have full health.
Water's kind of important. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah. No, it makes sense
need it.
because everything was on fire. Just a day ago. So.
Ophios would kind of slide a word back, saying, "A smart ones you chose," and kind of almost like sarcastically rolling his eyes and walking.
First of all, I didn't choose him, okay? He found us. He saved me, all right? First of all. Second of all, how about some food? Can you go get us some food?
I could try.
Summon
you know how to use a
food and
bow?
water.
I don't have that. I don't know.
Do you know how to use a bow, or do you hunt with a axe?
Try to figure something out.
Okay. All right, well,
I guess I'll head off and try to find some like a rabbit den or something and just kind of crush the rabbit inside of it.
Okay, and I'll sit down next to Ophius. He's a nice guy. Nice guy. Hey, so listen, when we were fighting in the bar, one of the guards said that he saw a snake. That was
It is Addersfields.
yeah, but this snake had legs, and also was able to disguise himself.
A snakes with legs.
Yes.
Don't me.
Listen, all I'm trying to say, man, you can be honest with us, it's not, you don't have to. I'm not going to push you.
Ophios would actually pull out the scale and say, I did seize something similar. And show him, just literally showing him that bigger scale.
How big is the scale? Daelric, how big is the scale?
Yeah, how big is the scale that I found of the Naga scale?
Probably about, I mean, not square, but like probably like 1.5 square inches. You know what I mean? But not quite, because it's a scale, so it's like, misshapen.
It's
a little bit
got
longer this way,
like
a little bit thinner that way.
Yeah. There certainly was something's theirs.
Are you holding it out for me to take?
No, I'm showing it to you. I'm literally just waving it in front of you. I'm not giving it to you in any sense. It's not a handoff. It's literally just holding it kind of in front of my face towards your face before putting it back.
Can I investigate it while it's out, Daelric? Is that cool? All right, I'm gonna roll for it. Let's see what happens. Make it interesting. Not very good. Huh.
I don't know if Scott's muted.
No, I responded by nodding.
Oh, okay.
He did.
Based on that investigation, what information does he know? You used the 1D. Oh no, wait, never mind.
No, that was for the con save.
Oh my god, I thought you used it for the investigation. I was like, what? No, please.
I will say, I feel like since I learned about it right before falling unconscious, it's probably not the most clear memory in my head. So, I'll take your word for. I'll take your story. Huh. All right. So you saw him too, huh?
Yes. Roaming's about. I found its lairs.
You did, huh? See, the thing that worries me is that he can disguise himself. You know, as anyone. Maybe even a human thumb that showed up in the nick of time to save our skins.
Are you saying he's a threat?
I'm saying someone's a fucking snake. I just thought, because the lisp. That's my bad, really. I shouldn't have been so generalized.
That's one of the best deliveries of a line I've ever heard Nessie say. I'm just saying someone's a fucking snake. Like, it was so...
Yeah, it was so really good. I had to not... I was trying not to laugh. It was so good. Ophios would just respond and just be like, you sees, you shouldn't judge before you know.
Right. Yeah, that's my bet. Look, if you see him going through your pack, you gotta stop him. He can't send any kind of notes out. I'm worried he might be, stalking us for guards or something. I'm not sure. Look, man, we killed a lot of people. And he's gonna start like rocking, shaking his hands, or not shaking his hand, rubbing his hands, starting to get a little nervous. We did a commander and some guards is one thing, but a whole fucking town, man.
Fires happens.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Unfortunate, but perhaps that was the guards' plans all along. Maybe that's what the commanders was up to. Takes down the towns, rebuilds in his image. Why else was the commanders approaching?
Are you saying that the commander was at the town?
I'm saying, why else was the commander's goings? We never knows what orders were sent if he did not arrive.
No, I knew this. It was a routine thing. They do it to expand and open their markets up. The guards told me it's something they did often. This isn't a once in a lifetime opportunity thing. I feel like he wouldn't do it on such a almost routine trip.
Perhaps because of the ways things occurred.
And why burn down a whole town?
I cannot pretend to understand.
Look, man, I trust you, okay? Something's not adding up. All right? We got a lot of blood on our hands. And if anyone finds out about that, my whole family could be fucking ruined, dude. If you know something, you'll tell me, right?
Of course. Did anyone gets away? Why so concerned?
A lot of fucking people got away, dude.
Nah. Theys know not what's happened. Theys merely saves their own skins.
I stick out like a sore thumb, dude.
He would literally look you up and down and just shake his head. Yours and nobles. Wise would they question that?
Good talking to you, man. And I'll get up and walk off. Like, obviously very unsettled from this conversation. And I'll go hunt, I guess, just something to clear my mind off in the woods with my bow.
You should have just been like, no, it's fine. Hey, listen, shake on it.
It's very clear to me that this
don't
is
touch.
It's
No
very clear to me this is the
reasons.
guy who doesn't like to be touched. It's very clear. I'm not gonna try to push anything like that.
His hand would be fine. If he touched his hand, it would have been fine.
Like, I want to touch you. It's like, and I will kill you.
Yeah,
And
reach
swallows your whole body's whole.
reach for his face, and he'd pull a dagger.
I have those friends that kind of like come up to you and they're just like, "Hey, missed you." I'm like, "You just got my glasses dirty. Thanks." I might be one of those friends.
Haven't done it to me yet.
No. But Tyler, we only got to hang out once. A couple more times and be one of those like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?"
I was like, that's a weird way to take off someone's glasses. Oh! I see.
So you go heading back into the camp where he's kind of like, what did you do for food? Did you like go berry picking? Did you try to go hunting? Did you just sit down and drink
Me?
alcohol?
I don't eat vegetables. You made the lore. You know this. I'm killing something and bringing it back.
Something or someone.
I mean, it has to be food. Maybe a snake.
Well, you brought the cow with you. Did you just go over and just like...
No,
kill
we
the cow?
didn't bring the cow. I brought it up. We didn't bring it.
Oh, that's too bad. I was going to say, just
Yeah.
chop it. By Vrogar's
No!
will. Oh. Too bad Jake left chat, because otherwise Jake would be like, "Oh yeah, you know, Vrogar's will eat cows." Awesome. So you guys kind of like head back in there. At this point in time, and I know I've left it inside the combat, even though you guys did a lot of chat. I should probably switch the overlay of chats because I wanted to point out where you guys kind of were on the map. Make it painfully obvious where it is that you are on the map, because you do know from where you are. This is specifically Yondis. You know from where you are that obviously you're spending the night. Everybody's tired. Specifically, what's his name? Tyler's tired. I like how Tyler tried to like squeeze his way out of having to make a deception check because he has to roll a disadvantage with deception. So, and you didn't call for him to roll against your insight, so you could have.
No, I didn't. I specifically didn't do an insight.
No, I know. But you do know that like in this area that like I'm pretty sure to the east of here there's another small town. That dude that appeared out of nowhere talked about it, and I also know like in around where we are, I'm sure if we head a little bit to the east, there's a town. I don't know if you would bring that up, or because I don't know if you guys care to resupply or burn another village down.
No, I'm 100% trying to steer clear of any human contact for as long as humanly possible. And when I say human, I mean parent, but yeah.
As long as apparently possible.
As long as apparently possible.
Okay.
What is this flaming vortex? Stop.
Everyone's on edge now.
Oh my god, he's just gonna keep growing it to burn towards where we're going.
Daelric?
The world is on fire.
Daelric,
Yeah.
just how many, if you can answer this, let me know. How many trump cards have we had this campaign so far?
One.
Just one.
Ask
Okay.
curses.
Just
There've
one.
been a lot of curses.
I
There's
can't
been a
even
lot of
count. I honestly can't even count the curses.
There's
just
been
one
a lot of curses.
And
Because
have we had
once
the-
I accept it, it disappears out of my like timeline. So I've accepted a ton of them. They're gone.
And have we had the trump card yet?
Trump card played out in twofold. One fold you've experienced, which was the 7 soldiers, which clearly would have killed you guys. Had we not had somebody create a battle cleric that can both heal and fuck things up very quickly. Join
you.
us this session. Just appear out of nowhere. And phase 2 hasn't happened yet.
Awesome. Phase 2.
I have.
If I had done everything all at once, it probably would have TPK'd. Because you were already in the middle of a fight,
Great.
so where you guys were losing. So
Great.
I have no problem with party members dying. I have a problem with it happening too easy, too early. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that is just not fun. I'm sorry, Tyler, you're going to say something?
I honestly forgot what I was saying, so we're
Okay.
good.
I was like, oh,
I'm
phase one,
running.
phase
I'm
two.
running on like 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep right now.
I'm
so
pretty
tired.
close to that. I think I'm at like 5. Daelric, shut up. Shut up and be my DM.
No, I was laughing because somebody in the chat said, Ophios didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's turned.
Oh wow, Sinatra, nice.
I don't know. My wife knows that song like by heart, like can sing it like to beat by heart. Like, just like I have a friend that could do like 1 week. Like, I'm like, I can't do that. I don't like Billy Joel that much. So you guys, do you bring up the fact that there's a town nearby, or do you just leave that alone?
No, I'm gonna.
Ophios would.
specifically
Ophios,
not.
I don't think would know, would he?
No, you would not.
Exactly.
Rena would.
Arena would not bring it up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not bringing it up.
Cool. Then your characters continue traveling. Obviously, overnight in the long rest, you guys would be able to get back your rest, and then that's going to bring us up to try and travel some more. Where you were specifically trying to get to is Adlama, and to get to Adlama, you guys could do that by making me Fortitude saves again. Sorry, Constitution saves again to push yourself for another hard day. Of
The
travel.
long rest got rid of that exhaustion, though.
It did at 1 degree of exhaustion that time.
Well, that's yep.
Yep, and I saved that one.
Yeah. What about Vaku?
Okay. Rena can walk at this point. Why am I still carrying her? Just saying.
Oh,
You aren't carrying
You're
her.
not. You're not.
Yeah. Not
I,
carrying her.
I was, trying to blame.
Daelric.
All right.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. I rolled for Rena the Destroyer. She also
that's
made a
what I was
check.
saying.
And Vaku rolled poorly or whatever. But so you guys are able to make your way all the way to the foothills of that mountainous region ahead of you. And finally, they kind of set up another camp there. Obviously, you don't want to get caught by the fact that this place happens to have guards and whatnot nearby. Do me a favor and roll me a survival check, please, Messy. But you have advantage.
Also, Scott, during that walk, Ophios would be watching Vaku's every move, and probably use detect magic and just try and figure out this person after Yondis brought up his curiosity.
Two things. One, Ophios don't roll survival. It's actually more of a arena thing. And two, and I'll roll with advantage. And two, Vaku, when he casts detect magic on your character, what does he see, if anything?
He doesn't see anything like emanating off of Vaku, except for his scar. His scar kind of bleeds a little bit of magic from what seems very old, and in his shield would bleed magic because it seems like he uses that for a lot of casting.
Where's his
Powerful
Where's his scar?
on his cheek.
Okay.
It's like half his face. It's a scar across his face. It's a burn mark of the chain that's being broken.
Messy, as opposed to you, Tyler. Messy, do me a favor, roll me a history check. Tyler, you're just not worldly.
No, I'm not.
Snake.
You know that, never mind what he just described because you didn't see that shit because you can't read magic, so Tyler's going to give his own reaction. One of the things that you do know is the Barren Lands is renowned for having pretty much no magic. It is a pretty personless and magicless place. Of being barrenness and horror and pain and death and cannibalism and so on and so forth. Lots of orcs. That's what you know. So you do see a rather magical person of the Barren Lands, which is very unusual. I'm sorry, Tyler, you were making your reaction to what it was that you saw, the magic coming out of the scar and so on.
He would look curiously, and probably he would mention it to Rena and Yondis. Saying it's really curious that a person of magic only emanates magic from his shield, and it's really bizarre, honestly, that it emanates from a scar. So it'd
With
be
that,
like
I do have something to go off on. I could try for something.
Sure. What do you say?
So almost immediately after you whisper that to me, Tyler, unless you want to do something right now. Are you gonna do something right now?
Ophios was actually going to say it in his language. I was just trying to buy it and think of how he would say it. He'd be like, odds. Shield seems magical. Normals. But scars. Unusuals.
Hey, Vaku,
Yeah.
how'd you get so scarred up, man?
Battle?
All of them?
Whoa, not this one. And he points to the burn.
What's special about a burn?
It's of my god.
During this conversation, Ophios is going to cast Hex on Vaku.
He always does this.
And
I don't trust you, man.
it's going to affect
Don't do wisdom
charisma.
because he doesn't have a lot of that.
Charisma.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Is there a save for Hex or no?
There is not. Nope.
Okay.
And he's gonna do this kind of looking away so that his glow of his stone isn't shown, but you'll hear him mutter words while you're in that conversation. He's basically Ophios is trying to use the conversation to cover the fact that he's casting. Do I need to roll stealth or anything for that, Scott?
Stealth for what part of it?
I'm
cast.
casting to try and make it so that Vaku doesn't notice he's casting.
Honestly, there's no stealth you can do for that. You're literally like making motions and like grabbing at your crystal and saying words like shafaratul while your hands and whatnot.
I mean, it's within 90 feet. He would walk away before.
Oh, you could do something like that, and you could
Yeah.
like stealth prior to casting the spell in hopes that he doesn't notice, and he can make a perception against it. And I would even go so far as if you tried to make it discreet, you could try to make it so there's less of why don't you roll your stealth?
Okay, just a normal stealth.
Yeah.
I'm not really gonna be looking out for it. So do you want to just use my passive, Scott, or do you
Yeah,
want me
that's
to...
perfectly fine.
Passive still probably beats it.
Yep.
Yeah.
By a bunch. So you notice him walk off to the side doing his own thing, and you honestly weren't paying too much attention to the fact that he walked to the side, but you definitely noticed him casting a spell or doing something strange over there. Why don't you roll me an Arcana check?
Okay.
-1, 11.
You have no idea what it was he was doing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Stars?
I'm sorry, I just looked at the map and saw the key that said Tyler did a thing.
Yeah, he did. Is it also a dangerous area now? Kidding.
It's worse than a dangerous area.
Oh, what?
It's a Tyler area.
Oh, God. All right.
Tylered.
Yeah, so you were telling me about how you got the burn, or what the burn was about, I think. You said it was like
it's
your god.
just-
That was...
Yes. Yes, I got it before I went on my pilgrimage.
Oh, so they gave that to you in the Barren Lands.
Yes.
And the tattoos?
Yeah. I don't have tattoos.
Well, the brands.
The brand is from them. It's
just the one brand.
It's just one brand.
Clarified.
The rest
Okay.
are just battle scars.
Okay, I gotcha. I thought there was
Slashes,
brands.
punctures.
more than one. Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah, by the way, I didn't tell you, he's like in his 40s. He's not a young guy.
I figured. I'm thinking of a Vin Diesel.
Yeah, I mean, he's not crazy. I think Rena probably has a higher strength than he does, but he's jacked.
You mean so a actor who's really bad but still underappreciated because he's still pretty awesome?
Maybe a Stallone.
A really, really, really bad actor that is a fucking god of the 80s.
So I got this scar.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Adrian burned me.
I got scars. She got scars. We got scars.
That's right.
Yondes!
Yondes!
Huh. Checks out. I'm gonna let it go and be like, yeah, all right. Shut it off.
Ophios would be trying to pay attention from afar. Would it be perception and then insight? He's trying to read his body language to see if he's lying, but also trying to pay attention to what's going on.
I say just roll insight. That's typically what insight's for.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, crap. I'm rolling garbage.
All right, so I think we'll just let that conversation fade, unless you want to bring it back up, Ophius.
No.
So one of the things that Rena would do, kind of like paying attention from afar to what's going on. She is the one that rolled that 21, I think. Just double check that real quick.
On survival, yeah.
On survival check, yeah, the 21 survival check. So she's gonna kind of like lead you guys to an area where there's like a small, like little lake that's down there. And there's a spot where they're like several days ago, many days ago, maybe it was weeks ago. Who knows? You guys are terrible with this stuff. There's like a little rock area where they clearly like a fire has been set at one point in time. Down at the base of like literally the base of the mountains. There's a little pond and everything there. Kind of sets up. This is the camp where you guys had set up here. She had been watching you guys talking, not really speaking much herself this whole time. But at one point in time when, he just happens to be busy, let's just say that, what's his name? Vaku. Is like taking a shit or something like that. She'll come up to you guys and
up over here.
High protein diet. So anyways, she'll be like, still not with her voice back. She's like, this guy, he appeared out of nowhere, and you say he helped in the fight. I saw what I saw, which wasn't much, but he's been following us for some time. We're about to go get into a mess of trouble up that mountain. I told you. I know it. There's a lot of guards up there, and it requires a bit of stealth so that each one of us can do to a degree. I don't think a metal-clad soldier of Rogar talks loud, and it's probably not a good idea for him to come.
There's definitely, you could have used less words to get that out, but yes, yeah, I do understand. I agree. What do you think, Ophius?
I knows not what his purpose is, and that concerns me.
So it's agreed. We'll send him off.
Do we send him off, or do we abandon him here?
What?
Do we send him off, or abandon him here?
Tells him to leave. Sees how he reacts. Curious.
I'd rather not have to,
All right,
She
guys,
gestures
guys.
towards her axe.
It's let me handle this, guys. I can handle this. I got it. Remember last time I got it? I got it this time too.
Oh,
Don't worry,
Jesus.
I got it. And
He sets on fire.
I'll wait for Vaku to come back.
I'm done. Yes.
Glorious! I want to be Vaku right now and just say, glorious! Shit. Big turd.
Like
Hey,
3
Vaku.
fucking hamster pellets came out.
A battle has been won today. Yes.
Every day I win more. I become more powerful.
All right, so he comes back, sweating.
Oh, Vaku,
is
glad you're
funny.
back.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Here's the thing. We're actually headed east next, and from what I get, you're gonna want to keep going north, get to that border. So, I mean, it's been a great trip, dude. We really appreciate all the help you've given us, but I think we're gonna have to. I think this is where we split our ways.
He takes a second, looks around, kind of takes a sniff of the air, and then he looks down at his shield and then starts tapping it for a second, like almost like it's a tribal drum. And he stops and he goes, "If we part ways, we part ways as companions. Hopefully, I see you on the battle." And he'll hold out his hand.
And I'll grip it. I'll be like, and hopefully on the same side. I'll shake it.
It doesn't matter. Yes. And he'll hold his hand out to Ophios.
And Arena probably.
Ophios would just look at it and nod at him and then walk away.
Okay.
He's not one for goodbyes.
Okay. Well, it's nice meeting you. And he just looks around and without any sense of direction, he doesn't even march north. He just kind of wanders off. Just
Vaku, that way. That way.
No, I think this way's right. And he'll just wander off.
What a man.
He's like the mysterious stranger in the Fallout series. The guy that just like shows up with a gun. You know what I mean? Awesome.
Oh,
And we'll have the session ends there. Poor Rena coming back with no voice next week. But she's in Vegas right now, so it's very likely she might not have a voice next week. Because
yeah. Yeah.
all that money she's losing. All right, so
Could come back a millionaire and be like, yeah, I don't want to play in your stupid kid games anymore. I kind of got a lot of money now.
I don't think that would change her perspective. She'd be like, I'm quitting my job. We can do this all the time.
Read it 24/7, baby.
So, all right. So before we bounce out of here, something I do want to say, as we've been talking about for a long time, there's going to be a community game that's starting, but we never announce who it is that's playing because I've been in Maine and handling other shit and so on and so forth. So I do have a list of all the people that have already made characters and kind of signed up to play the game over on the community one. I'm actually going to throw it right now into chat so it can be seen on. Oh, I haven't said as Rena the Destroyer, but that's fine. For what it says, for how it's going to work.
Thanks, Rena.
So
Thanks for letting us know, Rena.
seeing that that's how it's working, I'm actually going to roll D10 to kind of like get an order of who it is that's going to be able to jump in and play on this community game for the first few sessions. Now, because we're only taking 3 PCs in of the community, I'm going to try to find the first 6 in a row. I probably eventually grab all of them in a row or whatever. Just because, let's say for instance, I happen to roll somebody, they're like, oh, whoa, I totally can't make that time, not this short of notice. And then we just move to the next person. They just kind of jump down to the next person in line after the ones that do take it, and so on and so forth, like we talked about it beforehand. So without further ado, and we will announce this over on Discord anyways, let's talk about who is actually going to be in that first session. So, Slashes is welcome to join. Welcome, Slashes, if you're able to play to the first session that we're doing, which is, Josh, is that this Tuesday?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's supposed to be the
we
20th.
plan on doing it the 20th. Yeah, so that's actually in a few days' time. So if Slashes is good to go, he's the first one welcome to play. Second one welcome to join us is going to be Emerus, which is absolutely fucking exciting. So it is going to be a streamed community game, which is going to be super exciting. We have rules, of course, about not being a piece of shit and so on and so forth. Cameras don't have to be available, but you do have to have microphones and whatnot. And the third person to join us, welcome Slashes and Emerus, is 5, Joey. We know who Joey is. That's actually Snaga in chat, who has been, oh god, just because Joey's playing, I really want to allow Twitch daddies to
I mean, we
drop.
can't just on him and you.
Oh, that's fair. Just on Joey and myself. That's kind of fair. And just in case any of them can't make it, why don't we just roll the rest of them out so we can see how it goes? It's 10 again, so fuck you, Slashes. You've already been picked. Stop being greedy. That's Card Shock is going to be the first person in the wings. Second person in the rings is going to be Celsier, who has not been selected yet. Third person in the wings, fuck you. I should bring it down to D4s after this. Yeah, we should go D4 for the remaining people. So the remaining people are who? It's Jake, Lightning Dragon, Naghite, and Plex. So going down there.
4, 8, 9.
So that's going to be Plex, Jake. Finishing this up, so it's odd and even. So Naghite is odd, Plex is even.
I got Naghite.
It's going to be Plex, and then finally Naghite. So I said Plex. I'm sorry, I meant Dragon. And so it's Dragon and then Naghite. So I'm going to write these down in order again to make sure we do this correctly, and then we'll be good to go. So
Go watch the VOD back.
yeah, no, I'm going to write these in order right now so we can see what the order is, so we can just kind of like re-announce it. And again, I'm very excited about playing this game. So if I remember, oh shit, I just fucked myself up right there. Oh, fuck you. I have to reload this. It's annoying. Probably do it over on this side. So, and then we can, don't go too fast, don't go too fast, don't go too fast. Yay. Ugh, fuck you, roll 20. It's probably the worst format to do this in. I'll just get this later on. I'll do it, post it into Discord. So
I have Celsier up to Celsier.
Oh, cool.
That's when you switched. You switched after that.
So after Celsior goes number 1. Oh, sorry, the first one we rolled was number 4, which was Plex. Then it was number 1, which is Jake. Then it was Lightning Dragon, and finally Naghite. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. I was like, I'm just fuck it. I'll do it later. So let's go into our tail end, wrapping this up, who we are, how we can find these people. Let's start off with Apocalypto.
Hi, I'm here. I'm Tyler. You can find me on all social media as Apocalypto_12, including on Twitch. If you want to check me out on YouTube, it's Apocalypto12, no underscore. If you want to check that out, there's only one video there. I'm still working on getting more stuff up. You can also find me over on the Lost Initiative show on Wednesday nights, where we do the Return to Faerun. And obviously Friday here. And then next Monday, this coming Monday, I'll be over on Maggie's channel, pending. Hopefully it won't get canceled again and moved back, but I don't think it will. As a guest appearance on a Warhammer 40K campaign.
Yeah, I'm excited to play with you over there. I like our characters. Hopefully I don't have to end you with a bullet. Just saying.
Why you have a desire to end everybody's life with a bullet in that
just
game?
Maggie's with a spear. Messy.
Hey, I'm hi, my name's Messy. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Messy_cat. Yeah, _cat. That's how much I stream. But I actually will be streaming tomorrow. And then last week I actually did a stream of Detroit Become Human. And I thought I wasn't going to like the game. I don't know why I thought that, because it was fucking great. It was amazing. I love that game. Yeah, so that's pretty much my life. Also, YouTube, I got a video I'm working on. It's going to be amazing. It's going to blow everything you've ever seen out of the water and then some. And go subscribe to Markiplier.
So, Brett, okay. And then after that is going to be what's your name? Unfunny One. Who are you? Where can we find you? Because you actually play several games on other people's channels. What are those games, and when are they?
There's a game on Thursday on Tantus's channel. He has a crazy long name. Tantus, if you know who he is, I'm sorry. I'm not going to try to... It's
Tantus N. Dracoven. Don't ask me how to spell it.
On Thursdays, I play there. I play a barbarian. Here, by the way, just FYI, I made this character really quick. He's kind of one-dimensional. Don't expect this to be the normal character.
I enjoyed him.
No, he's fine, but he's kind of one-dimensional. So, but other than that, you can find me here. Please join the game on Tuesday. It'll be fun. It's a time for all of us to get together and actually talk to each other and be friends instead of just miscellaneous people over the internet.
Yeah, which is always good to do. It's one of the things that we're doing here, literally making a community for us to all hang out with one another. It's how I met Tyler, right? Fuck Messy. And I'm Daelric. You know where to find me because you're here. And if you didn't know about Lost Initiative or Maggie's channel, get with it. You know, I'm sure my schedule scrolled down below to find is totally 100% and up to date and accurate. Yep. Bye. 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 And one more time, congratulations, Slashes, Emerus, Joey, and in the wings, Card and Celsior. Bye.